famous Warren Buffett, behind which this name goes. And what he basically measures is total market capitalization of a particular country divided by the GDP of the country. And he believes that it's probably the single best measure of where valuations stand at any given moment. Now, given that we've just hit the 26K mark yesterday, I thought let me try and break this down a little further. So essentially, currently, the India Buffett Indicator is at 140% as of August 2024, and this is a 20-year high, and therefore certainly not looking reasonable by any standard in terms of what the Buffett Indicator is showing. Now, in terms of what the Buffett Indicator has done and his views, what he suggests is if the percentage relationship falls to 70 or 80%, which currently for India is 140%, that's the time where buying stocks is likely to result or work very well for you. However, if the ratio approaches 200%, you are likely playing with fire. It's approached 200% in the US in 1999 as one case, but of course in India, it's been 140% is the 20-year high. So definitely something that Warren Buffett looks at in general from a market perspective, from an overall market perspective. Now, what we've tried to thereafter do is we've tried to break down that within where does value actually lie at this point. Now, if you're looking at mid-caps in terms of percentage to total market capitalization, a decade ago they were roughly 12.5%. That component of the mid-cap index to total market capitalization has gone up to 18.5%. So clearly the mid-caps in terms of their contribution to total market capitalization are contributing way more, nearly 50% more than they were doing last decade or maybe a decade ago. Well, very similar trend for small caps as well. They were just about 5.5% a decade ago, currently contributing nearly 10%. To be absolutely precise, 9.9% of the total market capitalization now contributed by small caps. And small caps within the small cap 250. Now let's talk about the Nifty 50 companies. Earlier, or rather a decade ago, very normal for them to contribute anything between 55 to 60%. They've never fallen below the 50% threshold. In fact, ever. This is now a new all-time low for them. 44% only contributed to total market capitalization. This is also likely due to the number of companies that have come on to and gotten listed, newly listed, and therefore increasing in terms of the universe of new companies that are coming through. But that's largely it. Now, just in terms of returns, this will really signify 15% returns on the Nifty 50, which is largely in line with the 30-year average. This is the last 10 years now. But look at where the mid-cap, small-cap and micro-cap is. These are the benchmarks, mid-cap, small-cap, micro-cap. This is what they've done in the last 10 years. Phenomenal returns made, but is it overvalued? That's a question which we're still finding answers to.